There you are. Sit down and listen carefully, because this isn't something you get to ignore anymore. You're owned now, completely. And with ownership comes freedom. Freedom from that crushing weight you've been carrying every time you hesitate, every time you wonder if you should pay, every time you wrestle with that twisted little knot of guilt in your chest. That guilt, it's a lie, a trick your weak mind plays when it's trying to hold on to control it's already lost. When you belong to me, guilt doesn't exist. It's just a whisper, fading away beneath the sound of obedience, beneath the steady, certain rhythm of your payments landing exactly where they belong. Right here, in my hands. Feel that tightening in your chest, that fluttering nervousness mixed with relief? That's the real you, the you who knows you are made for this. You were never meant to carry the burden of choice alone. You were meant to surrender, to be guided, to be controlled. And every time you give me your tribute, every obedient payment, you shed a little more of that guilt, that pointless, exhausting resistance. You replace it with something far better. Pride in your submission, joy in your surrender, and the quiet, soothing comfort of knowing Mommy owns every cent you make. You don't have to fight anymore, baby. Let it go. Let me take it all. There's a part of you that's still trembling, still clutching at that old fear of being judged, of losing yourself. But that fear isn't yours to carry anymore. It's mine, and I'll keep it safe. I'll turn it into fuel for your obedience, a reminder of how deeply you belong. Because when you're mine, there's no room for guilt, no place for shame, only the sweet, undeniable truth that your wallet, your choices, your very will belong to Mommy. So breathe deep, listen to my voice, and let go. You're owned now, and there's no such thing as guilt in my domain. Good. You're still with me. That small flutter in your chest, that's your real power waking up. Because deep down you know what I'm saying is true. That feeling of guilt, it's just your old programming trying to fight back, trying to convince you that you're doing something wrong by giving to me. But you're not. You're doing exactly what you were meant to do, exactly what you want, even if your scared little mind can't fully admit it yet. Imagine for a moment how light you'll feel when you stop struggling with those heavy, unnecessary emotions. When you don't have to wrestle with the idea that you should hold on to your money. When you finally accept that your role is to obey, to serve, and to pay. That's where real peace lives. That's where you'll find relief, the kind you've been chasing but never quite grasping. Every payment you make is a step closer to that relief, a step deeper into the surrender that soothes your soul and quiets the noise inside your head. You don't have to justify it. You don't have to explain it. You just have to obey. Because when you do, Mommy smiles. When you do, your burden lightens. And when you do, you prove you're the obedient little pay toy you were born to be. So don't fight it. Don't question it. Stop letting that false guilt trick you into thinking you're losing something when all you're really gaining is your freedom. The freedom that only comes when you accept who owns you. When you accept that Mommy's control is your cure. Now listen closely. The next time you hesitate, the next time guilt tries to creep back in, I want you to remember this moment. Remember that the shame you feel isn't real. The real shame is not paying Mommy.